Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. I'm just jumping in to just do a little Shabbat reading from the tarot. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you're brand new and you don't know what Shabbat Shalom means, it is the Sabbath, and which is a Shabbat, and Shalom is perfect peace and wholeness and being complete and things like that. So I'm not Jewish, but I do have a Hebraic descent, and I keep all 10 of the commandments, and the Shabbat is one of the commandments, and it's our sign between us and Elohim that we belong to him, according to the scripture. If you didn't know that the scripture is actually found inside the tarot, it absolutely is, and all of the higher arcana can be found here. And so sometimes on the Shabbat I'll get on and we will pull from the higher arcana and we'll read right out scripture. I decided to go ahead and just turn the camera on as I sit down just personally to spend some time with Yehovah this morning. I just began to take the cards, and actually the Hermit came out, but before the Hermit came out, the Two of Swords jumped out, and then the Hermit jumped right out afterwards. So a lot of thinking then today, a lot of analyzing, a lot of going within, trying to feel out some situation, heal maybe even from the inside and things like that. There's confliction here with the Two of Swords that's come out. So I'm just going to read where we can find the letter Tet. So if you're brand spanking new, the Hermit in the Hebraic language is the letter Tet, and it represents a snake in the basket. It represents somebody trying to catch somebody up in something and pull them down and store them down in clay and stuff like that. We know that the Hermit can be a disguise, and the Tet can represent something filthy and dirty within a situation. It represents somebody having to taste somebody's words, which is what the Hermit does, and have high discernment, which is one of the meanings of the Hermit in the deck. And it is actually a judgment card in the Hebrew, because somebody is going within to try to analyze something, to put a judgment on something that's taken place. So we're going to read where we can find this, and it is in Psalms 119. It starts in verse 65 through verse 72, and it says, "Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Yehovah, according to thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge." This is big time knowledge and wisdom. "For I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now have I kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver." And we know people have tried to, forge things on people for money's sake. The Hermit is also a business card as well. Doing things in disguise. Yehovah brought out on yesterday's general reading, all those people were coming out on that reading. He said these people's hearts are gross, and he's brought that out here as well in the in this portion of scripture, that he said that it's as fat as grease. Their hearts are waxed gross, people trying to catch people up in some stuff. But notice that Yehovah, through his word, is revealing to us, though, that before we were even afflicted, we went astray. And so everything really does work together. Even if you do find yourself within situations, you and I, where we've been conflicted, and people try to do some stuff and forge things on you and I for money's sake and whatever it is, it still was good for us to go through that, because it teaches us what the word of Yehovah is and how it works in our life and how he can deliver. I've said it on the channel before. Yehovah is Yeshua. Yeshua is salvation. And what is salvation? He says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but he delivers us out of them all. His name is salvation, which means that's his that's his job, is to save us in all those situations. And so his name is salvation. So we are constantly seeing him save us over and over and over again, and teaching us by that salvation his word. And so, you know, if we're afflicted and we go astray, it's good for us that we've been afflicted, that we may learn the statutes and things like that, and the function of who our Elohim is, so that he gets the glory every single time, from swooping down in here and grabbing us out of the stupid, I don't know, enemies' plots and plans, and he allows them to fall in their stupid traps, and they'll dig a pit and they'll end up falling in it themselves, and then we get to sit back and give glory to our Elohim for rescuing us within that affliction. So anyway, I just wanted to share this. Normally I shuffle the cards with you all on the Shabbat when I do this, but a higher arcana came out anyway, and I thought, well, I'm just going to turn the camera on and we'll just read this morning. So anyway, I will actually be back to do a daily reading. I bless you all today. I hope that it's a fantastic day for you, and yet you are finding yourself in peace and rest and things like that. Hey, if it is your birthday on the Shabbat, happy birthday and happy anniversary as well. Until next time, y'all, Shalom.